Hi, everyone. You're about to learn the secret to falling back asleep when you wake up in the middle of the night and can't sleep. If counting sheep isn't working for you, you're going to love what Dr. Bill Crawford has to say. We all tend, or many of us tend to struggle when we wake up in the middle of the night, can't get back to sleep, have a busy day the next day, and then it's kind of like a negative cycle because we start looking at the clock and saying, oh no, now we're only going to get 6 hours, 5 hours. It counts down, it gets more stressful. And then the more we need to sleep, the less possible it seems to do it. You've got a secret to falling back asleep when you wake up. And what is that?
Yeah, and I think it is important to recognize that it's so common for people to wake up. The mind will be racing, generally about something we didn't do the day before, something we've got to do the day after, or we're just really worried about the fact that we're wide awake in the middle of the night and we got to get up in 3 or 4 hours. Well, here's the thing. When the mind races, especially around worry or stress or frustration or anxiety, we are producing adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol. Those are actually the wake-up chemicals. They actually wake us up in the morning. One of the purposes of adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol is for us to move from slumber to wakefulness. I mean, we're more alert 45 minutes after we wake up than we are 45 seconds after we wake up in the morning, and that's because of these natural, normal, healthy chemicals. But when we wake up in the middle of the night and we're worried or mind's racing or frustrated or whatever or anxious, we are actually laying there producing wake-up chemicals. That's why we can't go back to sleep. So if we want to go back to sleep, what we want to do are produce chemicals that put us back to sleep. So I've got a model called the brain model because it influences the chemicals the brains are producing. First 2 steps are breathe using kind of a method of counting 5 on the inhale, 5 on the exhale, and you say the word relax on the exhale. It's kind of like this. Relax. You do that about 2 or 3, 4 times until you feel centered or in control. Then BRA is ask. Here's where you ask a neocortex question like, how would I rather be feeling? Sleepy, drowsy. BRAI is imagine. Anything we hold in our mind produces a corresponding chemical effect in our body. So if we can imagine a time in the past when we were feeling really sleepy and really drowsy and our head hit the pillow, and we fell asleep. That triggers melatonin. That's the chemical that puts us back to sleep. Then we notice the change. BRAIN, breathe, relax, ask, imagine. Notice at this end of the model, we will be feeling more sleepy, more drowsy. So you just repeat the model until you've produced enough melatonin to put you back to sleep.
Have you ever had a situation where you go through that cycle and still can't sleep? Or is this pretty much a cure-all?
It is a cure-all. The good news is you don't have to be totally asleep at the end of the cycle. You just want to recognize you're probably less anxious, less stressed, less mind chattery than you were at the beginning. And so you just do it until every time you do the cycle, you just get better and better at it. Some people will tell me that they don't ever get to the ask once they just do the breathing and relax. Because you see, we actually are sleepy because it's the middle of the night. But we're not feeling sleepy because we're producing these wake-up chemicals. So the moment we stop producing the wake-up chemicals, the natural fact that it's the middle of the night starts to take over, and we actually allow ourselves to get sleepy. So for some people, they just get to about the middle of the process and they find themselves falling asleep. But even if you have to do the process 3 or 4 times, you're producing more melatonin each time, and that's so much better than laying there worrying and stressing and all that other stuff.
Well, I'm hoping everyone will get some great sleep with this information and employ the steps. And thank you so much, Dr. Bill Crawford.
My pleasure. It's been a joy sharing my information with you and your audience.
Dr. Bill Crawford teaches people how to have clarity, confidence, and creativity by operating from the best part of our brains. So to learn all about that, you can follow the links in the comments section. And while you're there, please subscribe. And I'd love to hear from you what you do to help yourself fall asleep when you wake up in the middle of the night. Thanks, everyone.